Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to double check and see if everybody is up and well this morning. We're standing in temporarily till Roger can get back home. He had to go shopping this morning, and then he should be joining shortly on his channel. When he gets back, he'll let us know, and we will transfer over to Canadian Drone Hub. Good morning, everybody. Just wanted to double check and see if everybody is so. Let me get an invite out here to a couple of people to see if they want to come and join here. Um, Paste. And let me do a little bit of housekeeping here. And I'm going to send this out to Michael DeCorsio, if he's out there, also known as Philly Mike. And we'll see what happens. Let me switch to live chat. Good morning. JDS is here. AZ Drone Dude. Michael Banny. Good morning. Good morning. Is there an echo now, or has it gone? Hopefully, I got over and muted everything. I jumped on quickly this morning because Roger called me. He's on his way back home. He had to go do some errands this morning, and he's running a little bit behind. But by the time he gets home and takes the groceries in the house, he thinks that he'll be delayed probably until about 9:45 or 10 o'clock or so. So I'm here to just kind of keep everybody updated and let you all know that Roger will be here. You just got to give him a few minutes leeway so that he can get here and join us. And then once he gets home, computer up and set up, he'll go and fire up Canadian Drone Hub. Then he'll let me know that he did get on okay, because as most of you know, sometimes we can and sometimes we can't get on. And once he gets that up and running, then I will tell everybody to switch and go over there. Michael, I sent you a waiting for Sharon to leave. Michael. So anyway, that's what's going on. Roger had to run some errands. He was putting it off for a couple of days. I don't know whether most of you heard Roger had announced that he finally did fly yesterday his new Mavic Mini, and he had a ball, and he was grinning from ear to ear. And so he's happy today, but he did have to go and run some errands. So, but he called me from the car just a little after 9 o'clock and said that he would be home. He thought sometime around 9:30, 9:45, and that at that time, then he could fire up Canadian Drone Hub and then join everybody. He just wanted to make sure everybody knew and not worried, because, we tend to set our clocks back by what Roger's doing. He's usually pretty methodical. Asgard, how you doing? Hugh, you want to come on for a few minutes until he arrives, or are you going to wait for Roger? I understand that. Okay. Sent you a link, Hugh, just in case you wanted to pop in. I know I sent Michael a link too, and he said he's waiting for Sharon to go to work. So, Tim, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, we're sitting here. We're kind of waiting, giving everybody some place to land for a few minutes until Roger can get up and running. He went out early this morning. I know a lot of you probably don't realize that he has to drive about 30 minutes or so to go to the store. So, Hugh, did you get your link? Let me see. Reactions, more. No. So Hugh, I'm not really sure about how to. Let me know if you're. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Admit. Okay. That's the first time I've had to use the new prompt. Hey, Hugh, there he is.
Hey, Mr. Murray, what's up, buddy?
Well, we're kind of waiting for Roger to get back home. I told him don't be driving like a madman. I would go on and explain to everybody that he had to run out this morning because he wanted to go to the senior hour to go shopping.
Yep.
And to avoid all the crowds, and I respect that. But he was worried that he wasn't going to be back at the usual 9 o'clock. So
yeah,
he said maybe 9:45 or 10 o'clock at the latest. By the time he gets back home, unloads the groceries, fires up the computer, and gets on. And then once he does that, then we will then go from there. So, Hugh, did you get any flying in yesterday?
I did. I chased, right after I left, I chased that Federal Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't get too close because unfortunately, I couldn't go too far because I was flying right from my house. So I had to basically limit it to basically the shore. I didn't really want to fly over the water.
Yeah.
Without really being able to be close to the drone. So,
morning, Michael is here.
Good morning. I'm so glad to get rid of her. Oh my God, she's in such a freaking mood, guys.
Michael, just breathe. Breathe, Michael. In and out.
Where's the mask? Wait, where's the mask? Let me just tell you, guys. First of all, let me tell you this funny story, Paul, before I forget. Okay. Funny story. So, I don't know if you guys notice about me. Maybe my fans know, but I don't know. Guys, listen. Philly's a very competitive guy. Very competitive. And so if I take you back a few months ago, me and our friend Paulie over here started looking at our app, and we noticed that Paul's number was this big and Philly's number was this big. And as he kept hitting the button, now Paul go into that, how it just kept getting bigger. And I'm like, no, there's no way. I fly more than you. I'm telling you. And his number just kept growing. Well,
you talking about flight hours? What number?
It's what is it? It's the DJI gives you a rating, you know, that big number that they give.
And Michael, tell him whose number's higher.
No, shut up! Stop! So anyway, but we found out later it has to do with age. The old guys, they get times to buy a bigger number because I'm younger and better looking. My number's smaller.
That's Michael's theory, anyway.
Right. So that's my theory. So anyway, it's kind of been playing on me. You know, it's in there messing around. I gotta get him. So every morning I'll take the drone up 2-3 miles before I even go live. We got to get the miles on the drone. I got to catch him. So anyway, while I'm doing this, I happen to notice that my subscribers are starting to etch up on Paulie's. So I'm quiet and I'm in behind the backgrounds. I'm going to get him. And I got this big thing planned now. So he was at about he's got 1590 somewhere, and I was coming up around the bend, and coming around, and here it comes. And I was going to wait till I just passed them and do a big show, rip them apart. I win, you I win, you suck, the whole bit. So this morning, I go to look, and I'm 50s at 1,570. I said, this is it. Yes, I'm going to do it today. And I go onto his freaking thing, and he's at 16.1.
You can check somebody else's numbers?
No, they're his. So if I could just borrow 50 subscribers from somebody, just
subscribers.
please, it would really help me.
Well, you know, here's the funny backstory that Michael doesn't tell anybody.
Yeah, no.
He called me up one day and says, "Hey, what's your rating?" I says, "Rating? What the hell are you talking about rating?" He says, "Well, you got to go over and refresh all your controllers," because I was flying multiple drones. You got to refresh, and it then sends all that data up to DJI.
All right.
And he was proud as a peacock. He was strutting around there, and he thought he was all of that. And then all of a sudden, my numbers started going way past his, and he goes, Stop. You don't need to do anymore. Stop. Don't do it." I said, "But Michael, I got a couple more here to do." No, stop. That's enough.
You win. Stop. That's enough. You know what number? Hold on, you. I'll get it. I'll tell you what we're talking about.
What you do is when you pull up the DJ.
You're talking about the growth of value.
Whatever.
You're talking about that number up here.
Yes. Yeah.
Growth of value. Yeah.
Yep.
But the growth value don't mean nothing. It has to do with age, guys. Just to let you know.
That's Michael's theory.
So then what I would say is what you guys need to compare is
come on,
total flight time.
Yes,
total flight time. So that's an objective number, right? It doesn't there's no factors. It's how long have you got the drone up in the air? You guys must be pretty close.
That's right. And you can't even go by. Don't get me credit. I've been trying to tell them that.
So what's your hours up in the air?
I kill them, man. Come on, Paul. Give me your hours. Come on. I'm a competitive guy here in Philly. We're Rockies.
I haven't updated it in quite a while. So if you're going to make me pull out all the monitors and update them,
don't pull them out. Don't pull them out. Just give me the smallest number, Paul, please. The
smallest number.
What do you got? Hundreds of hours?
Yeah, thousands.
No, it ain't. Get out of here. No, it ain't. You. I agree with you. You can't even listen to me. You can't even go by flights because if you turn your freaking drone on in the house, that's going to count as a flight. So you have to go by.
Michael thinks I sit around and turn all my drones on all day long.
I got a ridiculous amount. I'm coming up on 300 hours in the air. Wow. Come on.
I think last time I checked, I had 1,200 hours. Let me check.
No, it can't be. Please.
Oh,
I'm quitting.
God.
If it's 1,200 hours, I quit.
That's an impressive number of hours.
I'm quitting. How many do you have, you?
Just a minute.
Oh, well, considering that I took 7 months off, I was back at 52 hours. So I got nothing. I'm a baby. You guys
are a baby. You're a little guy. That's actually a lot, believe it or not. 52 hours. A battery's only 18 to 22 minutes. That's a lot of flight time, man.
Yeah, no, I don't fly anywhere near as you guys are two of the top drone pilots in terms of number of flights of anybody I know. So come on.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind to you. And don't forget, Paulie does have 20 years on me too. So I got, Paulie's an old man. I'm still in my 20s. Look, stop updating, Paul. Stop.
I'm adding more in.
No, see, he's playing you. He knows how to maneuver these. He's MacGyver in the numbers. I don't trust him.
He's got friends at DJI or something, doesn't he? Okay.
We tried calling. He called DJI. He had me on the phone. He literally called because we had a big argument. Growth value don't mean nothing. And he was saying it did. And I, of course, was saying it didn't because his number was bigger. So we called DJI. Oh, by 33 million? What the hell was that number?
That's my growth value on that on that tablet.
No, they're all synced. They're
No,
all
here's-
synced.
Here's the headline.
335,356.
Here's a headline for you. Amateur drone pilot reacts to senior pilot's numbers.
No, but let me see your hours, Paul. Hours of flight time.
Hours of flight time is I don't have 1,200. I've got 939 hours and 30 minutes.
He did.
Ooh.
That's depressing.
Total flights 862.
Okay, you got me. Oh, damn it, man!
But now
I
here's
thought
the
I
thing.
was
Let
number
me put this into perspective for you. You're only in competition with yourself, right?
That's
We're
right.
all on it. We're all on a different road, man. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
exactly, Michael. Don't take it to heart.
No.
But
Michael is very competitive.
very competitive.
I compete with myself.
No,
I'm
you
always trying to do better than I did yesterday. That's the only competition I worry about.
You're right. You're right. You are correct.
That's the one thing I've learned with all this gray is compete with yourself and you'll always be happy.
Yes. Well, and compare yourself to yourself, because if you don't, you'll wind up getting the butter knife out, and that's going to
Drone shots. Mikey says, Mikey.
What's up? What's it?
Good morning, Joan Shots. JDS.
I'm way behind here. Here it is. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Michael
Yeah.
Banny says hi to Hugh. And
Yep.
I thought, now guys, you gotta understand, I coming up on like 300 hours. I'm waiting for it to refresh here.
Wow.
And that is an unbelievable time in the air. 300 hours is more than Billy Kyle. And that kid flies.
So we know who the real godfather of flying is that man there.
Yes.
All
So
great.
for him to have 900,
Michael, what have I always told you? I don't even check the numbers.
I know.
Except when Michael calls me, and then I check him, and then he feels worse again.
It's like Bill Gates. When I got
Yeah.
over 10 billion, I mean, what's the point of even checking the bank account anymore? You know, I'm a billionaire. Who cares?
Paul, we got to call DJI because your numbers are skewed. There's something wrong with them.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if I agree. We're going to call them. I want them double check.
Michael's trying to figure out, can you buy numbers?
He bought the hours, you. He bought the hours. But guys, he's been flying drones since he's a toddler. He's using the same email
Yeah,
address.
I've been flying since 1987.
Oh, come on. I only got 2 years. That's not fair.
Well,
Morning, Nick.
Hugh's got a lot more hours too. He's not including his flight time that he did on the parasailers and all that stuff.
Oh, well, hey, you.
Oh, I
What
got
if
a lot
you
more.
What if you counted your toy drones?
No. I fly my real drone more than my toy drones.
Yeah, but all the
I get a lot
years
more.
of them, you've been
Yeah,
doing.
look at all of his live flight time too that he doesn't add in.
Do you know what? Honestly, though, even that, I only did it once in a while because I was working, 60 hours a week in my corporate job. The only time I would fly would be like on a Saturday afternoon, so I had very limited opportunities.
What
to
was the
fly.
length of time you would get on an average flight with your paraglider sail?
Oh, you could fly for hours because literally, if you've got a good upwind, you don't need the motor on, right?
Yeah.
You can just soar. So you could go for hours and hours.
What's up, Nikki Paul? Hey, I'm losing with Paul. I need a subscriber, Nikki. Come on in. All right, Paulie, I'm down to 59.
Need me to create a new account or something?
Huh? I can't. Hey, listen, we're stuck in the house here, guys. You got to do something. So I started these little competitions, and I'm losing with all of them. I guess that you're right. I should compare me to me, and this way we keep it nice and. Geek Spawn is
What I
in.
say is whatever makes you happy. If it makes you happy comparing yourself to other pilots, that's okay.
No, it doesn't.
That's okay.
It,
It makes me embarrassed. I'm like, holy shit, I've only got 52 hours. Paul's at 900. Oh my God, I'd be depressed.
right. See, now I'm happy if I compare myself to your hours, but then when I
There you
said
go,
that's fine,
see?
right, there you go. So,
I bow to Philly.
yes, and at least somebody's bowing to me. Thank you, Lord. That's great. But you're right. You got to compare yourself to yourself. Hey, he's talking, and you got, what is he doing? Your microphone, Paul.
Well, the just to clarify for everybody that's here, thank you for coming. Roger will be joining us probably in the next 15 minutes to a half an hour. He had to go out shopping this morning because of the COVID-19, where he goes to shop. It's 30 miles away, and they have a senior hour in the morning where he doesn't have to deal with all the wacky stuff. And so he called me a little after 9. He's on his way back home, and he's got to unload the groceries and then fire up the computer. He's going to go on, and then I think what we'll do is we'll all just shift over to the Canadian Drone Hub at that point. And at that point, if any of you have more hours than Michael, feel free to let us know.
I really hope he's making romantic overtures to Geeks Vana for Geeks Vana's comment. Otherwise, he's like flirting with me, and I'm like, well, you know.
He's got the sexiest voice. I want to male kiss him, and whatever that means. But come on, it's beautiful. It's so. I want to borrow your voice.
Well, Sean, I have to admit, Michael's the one that showed me where all of those numbers rest. And at first he called me up and he wanted to really puff up and tell me about his numbers. And I says, well, how do you find that, Michael?
Hours I got.
Yeah. What, Michael, where is that? And he said, he walked me through finding the hours and everything. And when I read in my hours, you could almost see him deflate and sink in his chair.
No, but better dynamic range.
Yes. But you got to tell him, guys, we were on the phone for hours because when he first did it, you got to understand, he never synced it. So he did it, and I'm at like 200 hours, and he's like, okay, well, no, Michael, it says 5 hours. And I'm like, yeah, well, Paul, but mine's is 200. But hold on, let me get another tablet. And he gets a 9. He's saying, well, hold on, Michael, I'm at 50. Paul, but I'm at 200. Well, he's pulling out tablets and sinking, and he's getting closer and closer to my number, and you hear me getting a little less excited each time. He comes right up onto my 9. It's like, okay, Paul, that's enough. We're tied. I'm calling it a tie. He's no. I got 4 more tablets in the drawer. Hold on. And then that was it. The number never stopped growing. Every time he hit it, it would go up another 10,000.
So Michael now has a new theory. It's because I'm an old man.
It has to do with age.
There's a multiplier there.
Growth value. Think about it. Oh my God, I had to get on and tell people that. Man, you know that you're kind of bored when you're just looking at growth value on an application, which means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. But my number's bigger than yours. God dang it, it's bigger.
I always knew Philly's was bigger than mine, but I mean, I didn't really know the Paul's was that big.
Well, well, didn't you think that, there's a saying, everything is always bigger in Philly, so.
Except when Paul Marie comes to town. Yo.
Yeah, and let me tell you another thing. Without bringing up a particular video with a particular name, because I don't support doing illegal stuff with drones, okay? But I just want to say, so we're going to just end that there because I don't support it. But I also had an enterprise for a couple weeks, and somebody on the panel here kept saying to me, boy, you know what would be funny? What, Paul? It'd be so funny if you put the speaker on and go break them for people in Philly. So I got real close to doing this. I mean, close. I created things that I was going to do, whole skits. And thank the good Lord, something knocked me on the head and went, hello, McFly. You better not do that. There could be a problem, McFly. You better not. So I didn't. And I'm so glad I didn't. But with that being said, 1.7 million views is pretty freaking good. I don't know. It might have been worth it, But anyway.
Hey, the quad father is in the house, guys. Roger.
Oh, Roger's here. Is he?
No, he's just got home, so he's got to put the groceries away and get the everything fired up.
Where's my
Yeah.
Tim Hortons, Roger? That's all I want to know.
What's
Where's my
a
car?
trip to
Boy.
the city without going to Tim Hortons?
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's cursing me out on text message. These women, guys, they're losing it. They're losing it. And I'm going to give her a pass here because she's saving lives. So we'll give her a break. But oh my God, she's losing it. I'm getting cursed out and being threatened. My life is being threatened. You ready for this? I left the air conditioner and the heater on in the car at the same time. And therefore, you effing this and what you're going to break this and that and what's the matter with you and so do you see how guys?
Well, here's before you. I want you to think about what you're going to text back. You're going to say, "Yes, dear. Just remember, though, it's a new car and we have warranty."
Oh, you don't really want me to say that, do you?
Yeah.
Sharon
Yes,
sounds
dear
like
would have been good. I think I should just stop at the yes, dear.
Okay. But I just
think you're probably right.
thought that maybe you want to point out the fact
Well,
that
let's
if
take.
anything should go wrong.
Yeah,
you
no,
do
because
have warranty.
Paul, she'll go into it, but then I'm gonna, you know, who will get stuck doing that one, and then of course you'll be too busy on YouTube.
Well, the other thing you could say, "Yes, dear," and say, "I will get the motorcycle out and ready for you for tomorrow."
I have a word.
Yes,
Counseling.
yes, dear, right? You.
No, counseling.
Yes, dear. Counseling. Okay, here we go.
No.
I think I'm going to stop at the yes, dear. Can't go
You're
wrong.
probably
with
a
it.
wise man.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I'm learning, guys. Because not only am I a competition here in Philly, but a little bit of a fighter too. You know,
Geek Savannah is addicted to my ship cam videos, and so he said he'd be happy if I flew twice as many flights.
oh, cut it out,
I
Sean.
realized yesterday, Paul. So
I'll take
before-
my kisses back.
Hey, Hugh flew a ship yesterday, Michael.
No, dude, is that not?
Terrible.
You did? Where's it at? Did you?
It's not. It's not
I
good.
think I did see it. Wait, you didn't fly a ship. It was going out the back end of it. I never seen you zipping it.
No, I flew to the ship. I couldn't get around it.
Wait, my video didn't
That's
show
what I'm
that.
saying. It's not as good as Paul's. I can't. Fly
Well, the
like
thing of it is he flew from his house, so he had to fly out over the city to the ship.
I'm quarantined, so I can't get to the shore. Right.
Gotcha.
So
Now,
I couldn't fly around it because I couldn't get low enough. I had to keep it up in visual line of sight, which was pretty damn high.
correct. Same here. I mean, we're always in line of sight.
But thus, then would have been a great time to be flying a Zoom.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. But the only problem with the
Yes,
Zoom.
I wish I had one.
Here's the problem with the Zoom, though. And Paul can verify this too.
I'll pull it up.
Although it's wonderful. I mean, Paul is right. The Zoom's going to get you in closer, but here's the problem. Any movements you make with that drone, if you're zoomed in, remember that everything is exaggerated. So just a little twitch or a little turn, that's something you would never notice on a regular. When you're zoomed in, it looks like the biggest twitch in the world. Totally will destroy your shot.
If you're
So
zoomed in too much, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
For
So
sure.
you got to be careful. Like maybe what I would suggest is make the move. And then as you're doing that, then zoom in, maybe zoom back out, make your move again, zoom back in. And you might be able to play around with the cinema.
I'll tell you what it did to
cinematic.
me, Paul. After watching your videos, so yesterday after I uploaded mine, I was thinking about the orbiting and stuff. And I just realized how bloody good you are as a pilot to do those orbits, because not only is that, you're doing a nice, perfect orbit, but that friggin' thing is moving at the same
It's
time.
moving it. Yep,
It's
7
moving,
knots.
and
10
you're
knots,
keeping
yep.
that thing locked on and smooth. I was
Yep.
thinking, holy shit, that's really subtle, but really.
You get used to especially when you come around the bow and it's coming at you at like 7 to 10
Oh,
knots.
yeah.
You get used to pulling that stick back so that you're going back the same speed he is.
Yeah. That's what ships are so much fun, because they are moving. You're constantly making adjustments.
Yep.
Well, I'm
wish
looking
we
forward to
had
doing more. but hopefully once quarantine's lifted, that way I can actually get closer, you know.
How far are you from the river, you?
Probably about 200 to 300 meters. Let's say I had to go 450
Not too
meters
bad.
yesterday to get to the edge of the river.
That's
and then I
not
can
bad.
Sit there and watch it. Yeah, it's not too bad. But got to remember, I'm on a Mavic Air that doesn't have oxygen,
Oh
so I got really bad connection.
Yeah,
no,
he doesn't have
you're in the
Oculus.
air.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all I got. That's my baby. This is my girl. That's all I'm flying with. So
Well, then
Yeah,
let me
I had
tell you
dreams.
something. You're blessed. You are blessed to be able to
Yes,
get
he
that
is.
shot.
Yeah.
well, it was fun. It was fun to just try it. You know?
He's
You know, it's-
flying Wi-Fi, and I think he gets an A. You know.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I didn't know that, because if you're getting them shots on that little guy, kudos to you, bro. Because
It's not a bad drone. It's
No,
I
it's just
definitely-
limited in distance. Yep.
yep.
the big, and I'm going to make a Philly joke here, but the dynamic range, that's the one thing I complain about on my Mavic Air. It does not have the dynamic range. So the picture's never quite as good on a bright day as your Zoom or your 2 Pros that you guys fly. But anyway,
Yeah.
See, now we're gonna have to have an orbit competition here, because nobody's talking about my orbits. I'm pretty good at the orbits too, Mister. Oh, they're all pro. Oh, Paulie's orbits are all pro. What about Philly? I'm pretty good. That's it. I'm leaving. I can't take it anymore.
Hey, Michael, you did a nice job on that tug barge the other day.
The tug barge pull.
Yeah, was going up downriver, I think it was, wasn't it? Or was it
I
going
think that was like
downriver?
last year's video. Paulie's about a year behind on my videos. Yeah, Paul. When was it? I don't even know.
No,
it was a
wasn't
while
that
ago.
long. It wasn't that long ago, Michael. It's just
Yeah.
that life for you is running twice the speed as the rest of us.
hey, Paul, just a heads up. Roger's got looks like he's got his connection up now.
Okay, so
I
he's
just
up
got
and
an
live.
invitation. It's I just got the invitation.
Let me see.
Gotcha. Hey, Geeks
Yep,
Vaughn.
he's live. Okay, so what we're gonna do, guys, everybody, we're gonna shoot over to Roger's channel, and we're gonna join Roger on Canadian Drone Hub. And Michael, I'll make sure you get an invite.
Okay. Hey, you read
Yes, sir.
read Geeks Vaughn's thing. He makes a really good point. Change your cable, bro. Everything will get better.
Well, my connection. So it's not a question of the cable. What it is It's a function of the Wi-Fi interference.
Correct.
around me.
Oh, okay.
And it's a Mavic Air.
Yeah, because when he gets
Usually I get very
too
good connection.
far away, it triggers the return to home, right?
Well, there's a lot of things, and I wanted to keep it right where I still had a stable connection, so that I knew I wasn't going to lose the drone. You know what I mean? So I could have pushed it farther, but I don't want to have to replace the drone. So
Yep.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
until I have to. You know what I mean?
Okay, everybody, head over to
All right,
Canadian
guys.
Drone Hub. We're going to be there shortly, Roger. And thanks for popping in. And we'll see you all over Canadian Drone Hub.
See you in a
All
little
right.
bit, guys.
Okay, see ya. Bye, Philly. Do your favorite.
Later. All right, guys. See you
Hey,
later.
Sean, maybe I will try the cable just in case it could help me. So if you got a link or something, let me know. All right, see you
Yeah.
guys later.
Yeah.